Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret, and this is the last in the current series of porcelain inspired soaps. And today it was a total draw between Royal Winton and Royal Albert. Now I put a post up on the community tab for my mid-level memberships, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 votes. 4 went for Royal Winton, 4 went for Royal Albert, and the other one said she liked both. So it's a total draw. So I just want to thank Christy, Crystal, Julie, Libby, Alison, Vicky, Lady T, Music Mad, Hope and Love for your votes. So obviously we haven't got a decider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Albert today. I was hoping the Winton would win, but when I saw the Albert was winning, I started to think of the techniques I could use to make that one. So I am going to do the Royal Albert today, and here is a picture of the two, just so you can see what the choices were. Let's make some soap. So it's a fairly pale soap, and I'm going to be using Dreams from Saint Pacific. Now this does make the soap butter fairly yellow. I'll just show you the tester here. I mean, it looks a bit tan in there, but this has been made for quite a few weeks, so I think we might be all right to use this fragrance, because I've been sticking to fragrances that don't discolour at all, so I can get these backgrounds the correct colour. Actually, as I'm looking at it, it looks gold, but if I put some yellow mica in, I think we'll be all right. It's a really nice fragrance, this one, actually. So at the moment I've just put a couple of teaspoonfuls of Bonnie Buttercup Sparkle from You Make It Up. It's delicious. It's quite powdery and rather fruity as well. It's really, really lovely, actually. So we'll just blend that in. Looks like it soaks nicely as well. It's not seizing or anything or accelerating yet. So let's get that poured straight into the mould. That's it. Doesn't need any leveling off or anything. And again, we need a gold border on the top. So as soon as this is thickened up a little bit, we'll give it a spray with some gold mica. So we're going to use some Eco Stardust Sparkler Bio Glitter instead of doing the spray, just to do something else. The holes are quite big in these, but this Eco Glitter doesn't come out of them very well. I wonder if it'll be better doing it in a sieve. Probably have the same issue actually. Yeah, same issue. So just get the spoon in there, Karen. Because the soap's still fairly fluid. That glitter's just sinking into it, which is a good thing. so it's time to take some soap dough. I've tried a few different techniques. Tried like the paintbrush technique. I tried the piping technique. And I couldn't get them neat enough. It's hard when you're doing like a flower and you need the circumference of the flower and each petal to be the same size. It's just really, really hard. So we're on to the soap dough technique now. I'm just squeezing out some soap dough to make it smooth and make sure there are no lumps in there. And then I've just made up a little pouch of cornstarch. Just tap it on the surface like so. This is just so it doesn't stick to the surface. You can just squeeze it out as much as you want. And then pop it down, put some more cornstarch on there. And then just take your rolling pin and roll it out. Make sure every time you take it up, you tap some more cornstarch down and same on the top. And I've got this type of daisy fondant cutter. I'll put a link in the description box to those. Just press it down. Make sure your dough's not too thick and not too thin. Mine's about 2 millimeters thick. I'm just scraping off in between each petal. Now I've tried this using cling film over the top and pressing down and cutting, but it actually doesn't work very well. It probably only works well if the dough's really, really thin. So that's why I'm not using cling film over the top. Cling film gives you a neater unmold. I'll just go around and loosen each petal like this, just so it doesn't break when I do lift it out of the cutter. Yeah, you know, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of practice and a lot of passion to do this kind of soap making. And I have got a lot of all three, but doing something as time consuming as this does actually test my patience. Now I've made about 18 of these already and not one of them have I snapped the petal off. But the one that I'm showing you, then of course it would break, wouldn't it? So let's just put that petal back in place. And then I'll just be placing them down, pressing them down flat like so. And I've just been popping them on some cling film while I'm making them. Okay, for this part you're going to need a toothpick and a little bit of black soap, and we're just going to dip the toothpick in the black soap like so, and just put some little dots here, there and everywhere, because I see on the picture it does have these black speckles on the flower. Yes, the flower's not exactly the right shape, but it's still the same idea. It's near enough. I would have liked it to have been nearer, but it wasn't to be. So it's also got these beautiful green stems here, there and everywhere. So just using the Wilton number 1 and some pretty runny soap batter, we're just going to put some lovely green stem swirls on there. It's better if it is a bit runny for doing something like this, and then it'll stick to your soap better. And that's it. That's our slice of soap inspired by the Royal Albert collection. I'm going to continue finishing these, and then in the next scene you're going to see all of them together, which is always the best part, I think. There we have the last in the series of our royal inspired porcelain. I hope you enjoyed this series. I know so many of you did, because you've told me so in the comments. So if you want to comment on anything, just place it down below. Everything you need to know is in the description box below the video, and we'll have something different for you, not tomorrow but the next day. I'll see you all very, very soon for another video from Eden's Secret. Bye bye for now, bubble lovers.